Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
We're going to talk to Jerome Corsi in the next couple of segments. We're going to talk to him about his story on the Fannie and Freddie disaster, the fact that Obama used this to fund his Obamacare. He broke the law. He violated the Constitution. A judge said that. We're going to talk about how Donald Trump could shut that down, just like he shut down Obama's attempt to self-ratify the Paris Accord, saying, well, I know the Constitution says the Senate has to do it, but I'm going to do it myself. So we got that coming up. But let's take a look at what's going to happen. This is the fourth time that the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates since 2015, says NPR. But what they don't tell you, it's the third time that they have done it, that Janet Yellen has done it since Donald Trump won. She did it in December, she did it in March, and now it's June, and she's doing it again. She's doing it every quarter, a quarter of a point every quarter. And she did this despite declining inflation. As CNBC points out, the central bank now believes inflation will fall well short of its 2% target this year. The post-meeting statement said inflation has declined recently, even as household spending has picked up in recent months. So they're not concerned about inflation. Why would they be doing this? Take a look at this chart, the history of Fed leaders and interest rates. Pull that chart up and let's take a look at this. And you can see what Alan Greenspan did. It was a rope-a-dope. Part of the disaster with the mortgage crisis was the fact that he took down interest rates fairly rapidly, held them at zero, and then he pulled them up a quarter point at a time. Every quarter, he would raise them a quarter of a point until he burst the bubble that he had created. So how is this going to affect you? Well, of course, as one analyst at CNBC, Jessica Dickler, said, she quoted Brian Railing, who is at Wells Fargo. He said, Fed rate hikes are starting to accelerate. He said the pace at which interest rates have been rising has been so slow that investors may not feel the heat until it's boiling. Get the analogy? The boiling frog analogy? The fact that they are pulling this thing up and you're not going to understand what's going on until the whole thing blows up, just like it did under Alan Greenspan. But of course, you're going to feel it immediately in things that are variable like credit cards. You're going to feel it in the credit crunch that's going to affect your home's value when you try to sell it, because even if somebody's getting a fixed mortgage, it's going to do that. But then they're also saying they're going to unwind their gigantic balance sheet. They've got $4.5 trillion that they've used to prop up this economy in the stock market and the housing market. They're going to pull out those because they want to bring down Trump's ace in the hole, the economic recovery. Stay with us. We'll be right back with Jerome Corsi.
Check out these amazing deals at InfowarsStore.com. 25% off BioTrue Selenium, a powerful antioxidant and back in stock Super Blue fluoride-free toothpaste. Now 33% off. And while you're there, check out the Total Oral Care Pack, which combines our organic mouthwash with the amazing Super Blue toothpaste. Now 37% off. All available right now at InfowarsStore.com.